On today's episode, we are going to take a look at a few semiconductor companies. You guys know how much I love my chips. We're going to mainly focus on AMD as they just released their third generation data center CPU and it's looking pretty amazing. After that, we're going to take a look at Nvidia and Intel and kind of look at price targets and my overall thoughts on these two companies. And somewhere within this video, I'm also going to be talking about my NFTs that I am releasing, and these are free. I'm just giving away, I'm doing weekly giveaways on these, so make sure to stay tuned to find out more. Like always, if this is your first time here, make sure to hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up and follow me on Twitch where I live stream taking a look at stocks you want me to look at. So let's get started. I want to thank The Motley Fool for sponsoring this video. The Motley Fool is a company that provides investing insight and stock recommendations for investors of all skill sets and risk levels. You guys know I love finding new investing tools and resources to help me scout out new growth stocks. And right now I have a discount for one of my favorite services The Fool offers. Through the Motley Fool Stock Advisor service, you get access to a ton of expert stock picks. Every month you'll get 2 picks that are aimed at growing your wealth and to help you realize your financial goals. Stock Advisor's average stock picks have done some crazy returns. If growing your money is something you'd like to do more of this year, you can visit thefool.com/Jose Najarro or click on the link below for access to my special offer and decide if the Stock Advisor is right for you. Thanks again to the Motley Fool, and now back to today's episode. So AMD today on March 15 introduced their 3rd generation AMD EPYC, and they say it's the best performing data center CPU in the market. So for those that don't know, AMD is really hitting hard on the HPC market, the high performance computing market, and this market is one that's hitting pretty much everything, every technology we hit right now, from clouding to network, 5G, from artificial intelligence, analytics, gaming, simulations, adaptable intelligence systems, to devices on the edge. And AMD is hitting these targets with the following products. First, they have the AMD EPYC, which is the one we're going to talk about today. This is their data center CPU. They have the AMD Instinct, which is their data center GPU, competitor, for example, to Nvidia, where the CPU is more of a competitor to Intel. They also have the AMD Ryzen for desktop, for mobile, and the AMD Radeon. This is their CPU and GPU for the everyday consumer, in the whatever goes in your laptop or whatever goes into your desktop computer. They also have more of the semi-custom chips, and these are the ones that go into, like, for example, console gamings, like the new Xbox and the new PlayStation 5. So like I mentioned, today we're taking a look at their 3rd generation AMD EPYC CPU. They say this is the best server CPU performance out right now per socket and per core. They give a lot of information in where this 3rd generation CPU is killing it. They say it's faster in high performance computing. It's 106% faster than competition. Competition right now is Intel Xeon Gold. They say in the cloudy market, it is also 106% faster than competition. In the enterprise, they say it's 117% faster. One thing I do like about their presentation, they kind of showed some real world presentations or performance on it. Here we can see with login virtual session indexer, if I believe that's correctly, they show how their AMD EPYC allows a lot more sessions, number of active sessions, compared to the Intel Xeon, which is the competitor for that performance. They also showed some other real world performance with this other simulation of a customer of theirs that kind of does 3-car collision simulations. And you can see with the AMD EPYC, by the time this simulation was 95% complete, Intel Xeon was only at 48%. So you can see they're definitely taking shots at Intel. And I thought this was pretty savage of them. Not only are they taking shots at Intel by saying that, hey, our CPUs right now are just monsters compared to yours, they also said this in one of the presentations. They say delivering as promised. And for those that follow Intel, Intel has been promising so many things for the past few years of delivering the 10 nanometer chips. They're still nowhere near delivering the 7 nanometer chips. So AMD is saying, hey, we're telling you when we're going to deliver it, and we're delivering on time. AMD also gives us a roadmap as well. Right now, they had just finished the Zen 3, which was their 7 nanometer platform. They are expecting their Zen 4, which is the 5 nanometer, to be released in the next few years. And that's right now in the design process. So they're still building it. I don't think there's an actual date on this right now, but we can see, right? I do like when a company gives us a roadmap of what's coming and what has been completed in the past few years. Then AMD decides to share some of the cool customers that are using their AMD EPYC CPUs right now. They have Microsoft 365, Teams, they have Tencent Meetings, Twitter, Zoom, and much more. Right now, they do mention that they have about 200 instances powered by the first and second generation of their EPYC CPUs, and this is being used by AWS, by Alibaba Cloud, Google Cloud, IBM Cloud, Microsoft Azure. I did not know I was saying that name completely wrong this whole time. I always called it Microsoft Azure, but it's more Azure. Then they have Oracle Cloud and Tencent Clouds. These are the biggest clouding companies right now, and they are using AMD's EPYC processor. And right now, like I mentioned, 200 instances are being powered by the first and second generation. AMD believes that they are on track for having a total of over 400 instances by the end of 2021. In their presentations, AMD also had some of the big boys, Microsoft Azure, they had Google Cloud, they have Tencent Cloud, kind of talking and saying that they are going to be using the new third generation EPYC CPUs one way or another beginning today, which was the release date. All right, so now I want to take a look at how AMD stock price reacted on today's news. I want to say there wasn't much reaction. The stock price ended up 1.8% higher for the day. And Intel stock, for example, also was up 1.4%. So I think just the overall sector was still moving up. I don't think this was any relations to the current news. Nvidia was the big winner here with 2.6% up on the day. All right, so I know I mentioned about my free NFT giveaways. So right now I have created the first one and I call it the EPYC chips. Obviously is more of a parody to AMD. And I thought this was the perfect one because AMD was actually my first stock. So for you guys to get this for free, I'm gonna be giving away 4 every week. I made 50 of these. I'm not gonna make any more and I'm not gonna sell any of them either. These are just going to be giveaways to supporters of my channel. I also have a second one coming out that is going to be a Tesla parody, which I think is pretty funny. So for you to win, it's going to be very simple. You can either just post on the comments below and tell me you want an AMD EPYC chip. I'll write down your username and then I'll do a random generator. The other way is you can follow me on Twitch and you can just go whenever I stream next time. You can just say, hey, I'm here for an NFT. I will again put your name on there. Or finally, you can just go on Twitter, follow me, and just retweet my most recent tweet. And you can just tell me, hey, I want an EPYC chips NFT right now. So again, these are all free. I'm not going to be charging anyone anything for them, so I hope you guys enjoy them. I also want to take a look at analyst forecast. I know a lot of you guys have been requesting that. So right now, if we take a look at AMD analysts, based on 21 analysts offering 12-month price targets, say that AMD is expected to reach somewhere around $105. That is about 27.8% upside. If we take a look at the 5 most recent analysts, you can see it's $100, $101, $115, $110, and $105. That's closer. That's pretty much in line to that average of about $105. There's still some good headway for AMD in the next 12 months. If we take a look at Nvidia, they expect about $649. This is about a 23% upside. But if we take a look at these 5 most recent targets, 625, 700, 660, 800, and 700, this gives more of an average of about $690. So we can see analysts are very bullish on both AMD and Nvidia right now. If we take a look at Intel doesn't look as great as AMD and Nvidia right now, and for obvious reasons. But if we take a look at the 5 most recent analysts, it's $60, $75, $53, $79, and $86. It doesn't look that bad. And those 5 actually have a price target of about $70. So that's about a 10% rise. All right, so now quick look at my thoughts. AMD's new 3rd generation CPU looks amazing, right? They're doing great. We can see analysts are very bullish on both AMD and Nvidia. We can see they're not as bullish as Intel. Let's say in my portfolio, I had to own 2 out of these 3 semiconductors. What 2 would I choose? First, let me know what 2 you guys would choose. I would pick AMD and Nvidia, if I may be honest. I don't think Intel is a bad investment. I'm not saying I'm an Intel bear. I'm not going to go and short Intel, but it's one that I don't believe is going to give me the greatest returns in the next 12 months. I do believe Intel can have a turnaround story. I just don't think it can do it that quickly. Now, let's say if I only had 1 of these in my portfolio, unfortunately, I don't think I would choose AMD. Even though AMD is actually my biggest position in my portfolio right now, I would say that right now I am a little more bullish on Nvidia. And hopefully I don't get the AMD bulls attacking me for this. But just again, not bearish in any of them, just my bullish levels. Nvidia's a little bit more bullish. Then we go with AMD, and we have finally Intel. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. And like always, remember, post on the comments below if you want that AMD NFT right now. I am gonna choose a winner this Friday or Saturday, so stay tuned and make sure to keep looking out for the winner.